I'm super excited to be crafting with you again today. This is my normal, regular, live Thursday morning crafting show. So if you haven't joined before, this is the first time, please say hello. Let me know where you're watching from. I absolutely love meeting crafters all over the place, all over the world, actually. So it's super, super exciting to be able to do that every week. Now, this is a free live crafting show. So what I actually do is I show you how to create a card from the beginning to the end. Step-by-step instructions of exactly how to create a gorgeous handmade card, be it a birthday card, Christmas card, thank you card, whatever the occasion is. Handmade cards, there's nothing like them. If you agree, give me the thumbs up and hit that like button on Facebook if you agree that there is nothing better than a handmade card. So we have an exciting new suite that's available for us as demonstrators this month, and it will be available to customers next month. Now, if you simply fall in love with this suite today, I'm going to tell you exactly how you can actually get your hands on this suite earlier than waiting for next month. So welcome. So I can see a few of you are popping on. I'm glad that you're getting the notification that I've gone live. So if this is the first time you've watched me live, please make sure you hit that subscribe button down in the bottom right hand corner on YouTube, or actually choose to get notified every time I go live on Facebook, so you get the notification and it pops up when I jump on live. So welcome. I go live here on my YouTube channel and also over on my Facebook groups as well, and my Facebook page. I go live every Thursday morning at 9 a.m. That is Queensland time, Australia. So for the New South Wales people, you're probably thinking I'm an hour later this morning, but it's because we don't have daylight savings here anymore. So welcome. I can see a few of you jumping on. I know it's been a while. I know I missed out on crafting with you last week, but I was at a huge craft show in Brisbane at the Brisbane Exhibition Centre. So I had a huge 5-day craft show in there, and I met lots and lots of crafty people. So it was really, really awesome. If you actually met me at the craft show, please type into the comments and say that you chatted with me, because I love actually finding and talking to new crafty people, as well as my avid followers from all around the world. So welcome. So my name's Donna Gray. I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator in the Scenic Rim, Queensland, and we sell all things to do with paper crafting. So we sell stamps, cardstock, inks, dies, ribbons, embellishments, and the beauty of Stampin' Up, I'm just looking at where my camera is there. The beauty of Stampin' Up is that everything coordinates. So it is really, really awesome to have products that all the guesswork is taken out for us. So when it comes to our designer series paper, it tells us the colored cardstock that we can use, the color ribbon and things that we can use, and the inks. So Stampin' Up do a lot of the hard work for us to make our creativity so much easier. So welcome everybody. I can see I've got quite a few of you on. I've got Deborah, Cindy, Inika from Germany. Hello, Inika, how you going? I also have Anya from Germany. So Anya, I don't know whether you're new to my channel, but I don't know whether I've recognized your name before. So welcome. And Trish, welcome. And Margaret, hello. And I did say Deborah before. So welcome everybody. Please feel free to share this over onto your social media sites. So if you're watching on YouTube, please feel free to share it over onto your Facebook. If you love what I do, give me the thumbs up, because YouTube and Facebook absolutely love it when you give me the thumbs up. Hey Joy, how you going? Good morning, welcome. All right, so I wanted to show you this awesome new suite that we have, because we want to get to crafting. We don't want all the chit chat that normally goes on with live videos. So I'm going to pop my video down and we're going to get to crafting. I just want to talk to you about the suite that we have first, and then after that we will get to crafting. So it's called the Fitting Florets suite, and it is a beautiful suite, and it's a suite that they've actually designed, the designer series paper. It actually has all different seasons in it as well. So Stampin' Up are actually starting to do that quite a bit with our suites, which is really, really good. So it means that it's a multi-purpose suite. So thanks Cindy for the thumbs up. Hello, Jana from the Portland, Oregon. Hello, welcome. Okay, so obviously there's fires happening there in Oregon. So the Fitting Florets suite has some beautiful, gorgeous dies, and it's got 2 stamp sets as well. So we've got the framed floret stamp set, and we've also got the framed and festive stamp set. So you can see here, this makes it very Christmassy, but also we've got From Our Home to Yours, which can be used for a beautiful housewarming card. So, and then when we go over to the frame florets, we've got birthday, we've got thank you, for a special person on a special day. So it could even be wedding themed, celebrate, just a little reminder that you are loved. I think that is absolutely a gorgeous sentiment to use for many, many people. So the Fitting Florets collection is available to us as demonstrators right now. But the good news is we have a starter kit special this month only, and Stampin' Up has sweetened the deal. So you get more value for money once again. The starter kit is always the best deal in the book, but it is even better. They've actually sweetened the deal just for this month only. So for this month only, you get to choose $283 worth of product, and you only pay $169, and it gets delivered to your door freight free. And the good news is this Fitting Florets you can actually put into your starter kit. So it can be a part of your $283 worth of retail that you choose. So that's $114 worth of free product, and you pay $169. So you get $283 worth of product, and it ends on the 31st of October. I've already had so many people join our Wild Heart Crafters team, which is really, really good. So you can join wholly and solely just to get a discount. So I wanted to chat with you about that, because a lot of people think that when you join that you actually have to demonstrate and you actually have to hold classes, and that is not true. You can actually join wholly and solely just to get a discount on your products, and you can be your own best customer. So you can be a discount shopper. So being a discount shopper means that you enjoy a 20% discount, and if you join right now this month, you are guaranteed 20% discount no matter what you spend until April 2023. So that is a pretty awesome bargain. So you not only get $114 worth of free product, you actually get to enjoy a discount on all of your future purchases after your starter kit until April 2023, guaranteed. Now, a lot of people worry about the minimum payments that they have to do to keep their 20% discount. And I'm here to say, I hope that people don't worry about that majorly as the major concern, because a lot of people are scared. No one's going to make you spend that money. If you don't spend that money, you just lose your discount. It is as simple as that. No one comes after you. No one, you don't actually even have to do anything to actually stop getting that discount. You can naturally drop at the end of April 2023. But of course, I don't want you to do that. I would love to have you stay as a part of my Wild Heart Crafters community. So if that is one thing that you're really, really worried about, you don't have to contact the company and say, I don't want to be a demonstrator anymore. You don't have to do anything. And they do not charge your credit card of that minimum amount if you haven't sold that minimum amount. There is no way that anyone can do that. So I just wanted to make that really, really clear. And see, Cindy says that she's hobbies. She's a hobby. Deborah's a hobby demonstrator here in Australia. Debbie's actually a part of my Wild Heart Crafters team. Lynn is a part of my Wild Heart Crafters team. Is there any other Wild Heart Crafters on there? Trish is a great demonstrator friend of mine. She's not a part of my team, but she is an awesome demonstrator friend of mine as well. So, and Lynn saying, good morning, Donna, and all other crafty friends. All right. So the Fitting Florets is available, as I said, starting from the 1st of November. But if you simply don't want to wait, you can pop it into a starter kit now and enjoy a 20% discount. So it comes, as I said, with the stamp sets. So the 2 stamp sets. Now, I have got these beautiful gold adhesive backed swirls are on order. I'm waiting for them to come. They're probably going to come tomorrow or the next day. It just didn't get here in time for my live video, but they were not available just at the beginning, but it is all available now. So for anyone that's a hobby demonstrator out there now, you can order the whole suite. The gold adhesive back swirls are in stock and ready to go. But we've got this gorgeous paper. So what I wanted to do was I wanted to play around with this morning, because I thought it was screaming out shaker card to me. It's got beautiful dies that match. And hang on, I've probably popped the dies in here somewhere, have I? Yeah. So I store my dies in my stamp set. So I just panicked then, because I thought I got this out of the box and where did I put the dies? But I'd already put them into into the stamp set. So you can see here we've got some gorgeous dies. Now, one of the things is one of these dies will actually cut out a flower that's on our designer series paper. So I want to show you that as well. Anika said that she's a hobby demo with and has 4 customers. Exactly. And her 4 customers. So Anika, your 4 customers will help you stay current as well. So if you've got some crafty friends, they can help you make those minimum quarterly amounts to keep the discount. So I've got Glenda on here. Glenda's a part of my Wild Heart Crafters team as well. And I've got the 2 Glendas, Glenda Lavender and Glenda Herschel. So there's a few of us Wild Heart Crafters. And the idea of being a part of Stampin' Up and a part of my Wild Heart Crafters team is just being a part of a crafty community. So having someone to help you with your crafting, having a community that is there to help and guide and to give you compliments about what you do with your crafting and give you the confidence to make some gorgeous cards. So I'm just seeing here, did I miss anyone else's comments? I don't think I did. Okay. Anyway, so I wanted to make a really nice shaker card this morning. So I'm going to have a go at it. I'm going to have a crack at it. I haven't got anything out ready to go. So when I was talking about the coordination that Stampin' Up give us, you can see here on the back of our, on the, Deborah's saying, I don't have any problems keeping my status either. Exactly. When we're our own best customer, we always seem to have things on our wish list. So can you see here on the back of our designer series paper, it tells us the color cardstock, all the color coordination colors that go with this designer series paper. So we've got Balmy Blue, Blushing Bride, Crushed Curry, Evening Evergreen, Night of Navy, Polished Pink, and Soft Succulent. Okay. So we're going to pop this out so we can see the gorgeous paper, because that's the first thing that we need to have a look at. So we've got this gorgeous bit of paper here. Now I just wanted to show you that this actually cuts out that flower there. Okay. Now I don't think any of the others will cut out anything. I think that's the only one that will cut out. You may be at, oh, okay, the leaves. Here we go. Will they cut out? No. I thought maybe they might have, but they don't. I thought maybe we could have cut those out, but no. I think that's about all that's going to be able to be cut out. Let me see if I can. No, not quite. Oh, let me see here. No, I think that's the only one that will cut out is that one there. So so that one there. But they've left a lot of room around that you'll be able to fussy cut out around as well. So you can be able to fussy cut a whole heap of these flowers out and have a great, they do. Try another leaf, you think? Another leaf on there. I don't know. It just didn't. It didn't. Anika, it just didn't. It's going the wrong way. Totally going the wrong way. Let me see if there's anything else. It doesn't seem to want to cut those out. Oh, let me see. This one here might. Is this a leaf one? Oh, this little one. Ooh. No, not quite. It doesn't quite cut that one out either. Anyway, all right, so we have that gorgeous paper, and of course you tried it. Okay, well, if you can tell me which one, let me in on it. Oh, this one, maybe this one. Hang on. Don't let me be beaten. Nope, it goes the wrong way too. Nope, I can't find it. Anyway, I'm not quite sure which one you did, Anika, but anyway. All right, so we have basic patterns on the back, so more neutral patterns on the back. So we have that 2 sheets there. We have this one here that I've seen people actually color in the little berries and make it more Christmas looking. And it's got the Blushing Bride color on the back. Okay, we've got this gorgeous one here, which I think is absolutely stunning. With, it looks like Balmy Blue, but it also looks like it's got a bit of Tahitian Tide in it as well. It's all good, Anika. And some of the gorgeous mint macaron on the back. Beautiful, beautiful little flowers. So smaller version of the large one. Can you see that? How cute is that? So just a more delicate, fine version and a beautiful pattern on the back. Okay, and then we have this one here and the gorgeous polished pink on the back. Okay. All right, so I'm going to get started with creating a gorgeous card. So the first thing that I wanted to do is I just wanted to use the dies and show you the oval dies. I wanted to use those on some cardstock so we can show you exactly how they are going to work. And then we will move on to creating the shaker card. I'm just going to pop that one in there. Okay. So I think I'm going to use a polished pink base because polished pink is, actually, no, I'm going to use basic white. Just to be different, I'm going to use basic white and I'll grab some basic white thick card base. And that way I can add whatever colours I want to add to it. So get ready, this card could end up, Lord knows how. I don't do shaker cards very often, but I will have a go at it. All right. Just gonna grab my paper trimmer. All right, so I'm just gonna cut a card base. Now, what I will actually do, and I do promise to do this, I will do an email with all of the cutting instructions and everything. I will send out an email with all of the instructions and everything to actually make this card. So if you are not on my email list, please make sure in that show more box down below, you will see join my email list, or if you go over to my website, it will have a pop-up form to join my email list. Make sure you jump onto my email list because I will start. I know I've been promising for weeks, but I'm really now starting to settle into my house and starting to get into a bit of a routine. All right, so I think I'm going to use, do I have some polished pink in here? Let me see. I think I do. Yes, I've got a polished pink layer there, like that, which is super gorgeous. Okay. So I think I'm just going to do a basic white layer on top that I'm going to do my cutout piece. I'm just hoping that that is going to fit so that we get a slight border all the way around like that. All right, so now this here is designed to cut out, oh, if I can get it off. Sometimes this stickiness is very, very sticky. Okay, this is designed to cut out and it's not going to quite fit. So I'm going to use this one. I'm going to do something different. I'm going to use this one here. Okay. I'm going to use that one and it cuts out a lot of hearts. And then I'm actually going to use this one to cut out the rectangle piece, the oval piece in between. All right, so I'm going to bring in my cut and emboss and I'm going to do that. Okay, let's do that. And I do apologize for teasing people. I do have, so I'm using my #1 plate, but I'm also using my magnetic sheet, and I do apologize. I know you can't get them. I did buy up some of the magnetic sheets, so I use mine all the time. And I'm just going to pop that card stock in there. Now I'm going to cut out this one because it's going to cut out just an oval of hearts. Okay, so the oval of hearts will give me a bit of a frame, but this one in the middle is actually going to cut out the middle of it. Okay, so this one in the middle is going to cut out a frame, but it's also going to cut out the oval because the one on the outside doesn't cut out of the cardstock. Okay, now I'm just going to grab a bit better plate than that one. This one will do, and we'll pop. So I'm just popping a cutting pad over. So I'm doing all of the cutting all in one go. Just going to wind that through. I apologize if my table shakes a little bit. Okay, now are you ready for this? You need to see how gorgeous this looks. Okay, so we have hearts, and I'm going to have to do it that way because I did it upside down. I didn't look at the way the hearts went, but anyway, so we have that. We also have, from cutting out with that, we have a frame, okay, a gorgeous frame. And then we also have this piece here, which is a beautiful white oval that we can stamp on. So I'm actually probably going to stamp on that and pop it into the frame. All right, now I've got all of these gorgeous little hearts. Can you see those? Okay, so all of these gorgeous little hearts, you can collect those and you can use them as shaker pieces. So we might actually use them as shaker pieces in this. Okay, but I've actually got some other gorgeous things that we sell that I'm going to use as the shaker pieces as well. So I'm going to collect all of those and pop them aside on my desk. I'm assuming I'm just going to pop them just there so I don't lose them all. Okay, I'll move that out of the way and I'll make sure I pull all of these little hearts over here and pop them onto my desk there, off to the side so I don't lose them. All right, so we now have this piece that's going to layer up onto this piece. So we're going to see the gorgeous pink hearts coming through. We have our heart that we have in, our oval that we can use in the middle. Now we can actually, if we wanted to, we can actually use this as another decorative part. I think I might actually glue that in and use it. So the piece that's going to be our shaker piece is this top layer here. So what I'm going to do first of all is I'm going to grab some window sheets and I'm going to cut a piece of window sheet big enough to go on the front of this. Now you can cut it. I'm actually going to cut mine just a little bit smaller than the whole size of that front piece. So I'm just going to go there. And we sell window sheets, which are really, really fantastic for doing this. And I'm just going to go there. Okay, so that's going to give me a piece of window sheet to line in behind on the back there. Now, it's really important that we have this piece because this is the piece that's going to keep all of our shaker pieces in. Okay, so we've got that clear window sheet to keep all of our pieces in. So I'm just going to use some Seal Plus. I'm going to run some Seal Plus around the edges to keep that. Now I've got Seal Plus hanging out over the edge here. I'm just going to wrap it around. Okay, so that we can get our window sheet on there. And you really need to have glue all the way around because you want to make sure that none of your little shaker pieces are going to fall out. Okay, so we've got Seal Plus all the way around, and then of course we're going to lay that over that, and that's going to give us the front clear shaker piece for our card. Okay, there, like that. Okay, so we've now got our shaker piece for the front. Now what we're going to do is we're actually going to line that with our foam strips, okay? Now, I could line it on the inside if I'm going to use this dome. I could actually use that dome and I could line it on the inside that I could pop my foam around there. So I'm actually not going to do that. I'm going to do it on the outside. Okay, so our foam strips are fantastic. They come in a pack. You get 2 in a pack and you just pull them off, and we're going to line around the outside of this heart. So the foam strips, they will actually bend better if you take the backing off, but then you've got to remember, if you take the backing off, I'm going to take the backing off, they will bend easier with the backing strips off. Okay, and I'm just going to stick it around, but it does get a little bit sticky with your fingers. But you got to remember, when you're going to put your shaker pieces in, that you got to keep them away from the sticky edges. Hi Terry, how you going? Lovely to see you on. Okay, so I'm going to butt that one up against there so that I make sure that my shaker pieces won't escape out of there. Okay, and we're going around our oval and up the sides, and I've just got enough room to go up the side there. Okay, and we're going around, and I'm just a tad short, so that's okay. I'm just going to grab another little strip. I've got a little short strip here. Okay, so we're going to butt that little short strip up there, and then with our scissors, we're going to cut it really nice and neatly where that one goes, where it's going to meet that one, so that we don't have a gap. Okay, so pop it in there and we've got no gap. Okay, now that's actually created our shaker piece. Now the only other thing that you need to do is pop some more strips around here to make this shaker piece sit really nicely on your layer. So I'm just going to pop a piece there, another piece going up this way. And shaker cards create a really nice, thick, sturdy card as well. So they will be extra postage. So please be aware that if you are going to make shaker cards and you want to send them in the post, that they will cost you extra postage because they're a bit more bulkier than normal. Okay, so we're just going to pop some around here, some there, and a little couple of bits down that side, and we are good to go when it comes to layering that up. And I probably should have done a layer a bit bigger than trying to match this up, but we will be fine. Okay, there, like that. All right, so we've got that piece ready to go onto the front. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to start decorating and working out what we're actually going to put in here. So I'm thinking that I just want to pop this one. When I look at this, I want to be able to work out where I'm going to put that. So I'm going to line up these pieces in here so I can see around about where I want that oval to sit. Okay, so we can see there. So I want to move it up just a tad and see how it's going to sit. Okay, that's good. And I need to keep putting it up the right way. All right. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to mark just with, do I have a pencil here? I'm going to have to do it with pen, but it's okay. I'll do it lightly with the pen. So I'm just going to mark up here, 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 and here. Okay, so that's going to give me a rough idea of where that's going to sit. I can eyeball that to sit in the middle, so we're ready to go. All right. And I'm probably going to glue that one down. I did say I don't know whether I'm going to use it or I am, but I think I'm going to glue that one down and then I can glue that one in. Okay, so it's going to sit really nicely in under there. Well, that way. Get it right. That way. Okay. All right, so I'm actually going to glue that piece down for a start so that we've got it sitting exactly where we want it, and then I'm going to stamp on my oval piece. Oops. All right, so I'm going to pop that in right there. So we're good to go with our oval. So I'm just going to eyeball that again, make sure it looks good, and it does. Okay. All right, now I'm going to stamp on this. We've got a gorgeous couple of things here that we can stamp. Now, I actually thought what I might do is maybe stamp some of the flowers and have this looking quite floral and then having the shaker pieces down in. I've got these as the shaker pieces. So they're called Sequins for Everything. So you can see here we've got, I think I'm going to use just the gold and the silver, and the little white hearts I think will look quite nice. So that's going to be sitting in the bottom. So I actually really think I just need to stamp up towards the top of this oval. So I'm going to bring in my pierce mat and I'm going to stamp some of these gorgeous flowers. So I think I'm just going to stamp this flower here and maybe color it with some blends. So you all know when it comes to coloring and stamping and coloring with blends, you know my go-to color is always basic grey, because I tend to feel like it's a little bit softer, and especially when you're doing flowers and things, I think it's just a little bit softer look. Okay, so we're going to go like that. So I think I'm going to do that up towards the top in basic grey. So I'm just going to grab my basic grey pad. I'm going to grab a scrap piece of paper to just protect my pierce mat so I don't get any ink on my pierce mat. There. It's already looking great, Anika. Thanks. And I've hardly done anything. But anyway, I'm going to stamp. Now, it's the first time I've used this. So I'm going to do my smoosh technique. Now, the reason that I do my smoosh technique, what actually happens with photopolymer stamp sets, we tend to sometimes get a little bit of a film on them that they start to try and repel when they're brand new. They try to repel the ink a little bit. So I find that if I stamp and do my smoosh technique, so I ink it up and smoosh it, it tends to rub off any of that residue that may be on it, that may stop the ink from actually like adhering to the stamp. So you'll see then that you get a gorgeous, beautiful, crisp stamped image. So I'm going to ink that up and I'm going to stamp that there like that. Okay, and I might even stamp some more just down in here, because it doesn't matter. Our shaker bits are going to probably cover it up a fair bit, but that's okay. That's totally okay. Now I'm going to grab my polished pink blends, light polished pink and dark polished pink, and I'm going to color some of these flowers. So in the center, I'm just going to do the dark. Have I told you that polished pink is my favorite color? It is, honestly, it is definitely my favorite color out of the new in colors. Okay, so I've done the centers like that. Then I'm just going to flick a little bit of the dark polished pink out through there. Same with this. So we're getting a deeper center. Then I'm just going to go back through with my light polish pink, and I'm going to flick a little bit further out. And maybe a little bit down through here. Same here, flicking a little bit further out and a little bit down through here. Because I don't want to color the whole flower. I want to leave a little bit of white, and you'll see what I'm going to do here in a minute. Okay, then I'm going to use my color lifter, and I'm just going to go through and blend over the top. Now, the reason that I'm doing this blending over the top, it's just to soften the edges where I've finished with the coloring. It softens the edges and just gives a more smoother look to where I've stopped that coloring. Lightens up the color a little bit. And just softens it. So I'm just going over where the light polish pink is meeting the white. And it gives it a softer look. And don't be scared to go over a couple of times to get this to happen, because it blends those colors really, really nicely when you go over a few times. Okay, so we're getting just a hint of color coming out of the center of the flowers. I then want to go through with, I don't have any mint macaron. I would prefer mint macaron, but I'm going to use a little bit of Pool Party just on the leaves. So just a hint of color on those leaves. And I'm not even actually really coloring definite areas. I'm just more or less adding a little bit of color. I think sometimes we tend to overthink our coloring more than what we have to. But you can see there that that has just given a really nice colored look to those flowers. Okay. So if you struggle with blends, please don't overthink them. Please just play around with them and just have a really good time when it comes to that coloring process. All right, so we have that, and I'm going to pop that now into here so you can see how gorgeous this is looking. And it doesn't really matter if I don't line it up properly, because our shaker part is going to go over the top. Are you ready for this? It's going to go over the top. So we're starting to look really, really cute and pretty. All right. All right. So what I'm actually going to do now is I'm going to adhere that down into the center of that. There. So just like that. Okay. So we have that. All right. The next thing that we're going to do is I'm going to leave this piece now until we're ready to put the shaker pieces in. I just want to stamp on a white piece of, actually, no, I'm going to cut out some of those flowers out of the designer series paper. Let's do that. Okay. If I can find the piece. Here it is. Okay. So let's do a little bit of cheating here, and we will cut out one lot of those flowers. I just want to work out where I want to do it. Here, cut out that. That can go on the front, so I'm going to cut out around there. Okay, I'm positive that's the one that my die cuts out, so I'm going to do that. I'm also going to cut out, there's some gorgeous, beautiful dies in here. Like, I love the leaves and the sprigs and things. So I'm actually going to cut out some of those to go on the front as well. So we'll bring back in the die cutting machine. It's going to be a fairly involved card this morning, but it's a rainy day here, so I'm into crafting for the day. I'm having a lovely day when it comes to crafting. Did I cut the right flower out? Please tell me I did. Oh, I don't think I did. Did I? Yes, I did. Had a bit of a moment there that I was thinking, did I do the right one? I did. Okay, so we're going to cut that flower out just like that. We've also got these pieces as well. So I thought what might look really, really cute for these is I have some of our in color glimmer paper. So I was thinking in like the bluish tones, we could do some gorgeous die cutting pieces in those bluish tones. And I could even use some of that light pink there. So I'm gonna try that. So let's move this one up a little bit further so I can fit some more things on here. Okay, so let's try this one. I really think I love these spriggy pieces. So I think I'd like to have, I might do it the other way, going to darker on the top. Let's do some darker leaves down here. Okay, so we'll try that to start off with. I think I've got that lined up nicely there. I know the rain is just, I mean, they've predicted rain all week this week here. So, so I'm assuming it's, all week. When I say for the next 5 days anyway, at least, I mean, at least we're not, I mean, my heart goes out to the people that are in Victoria with the floods and Tasmania with the floods. And I do also know some people that are in rural New South Wales, inland New South Wales, that are having bad flooding as well. So it's not a very nice time. And I'm definitely no stranger to floods coming from Lismore, New South Wales. So, yeah. So as long as people stay safe, that's the main thing. Look at that. Isn't that just gorgeous? All right, so we have that. I want to have a couple of them. That out. So this shimmer paper is gorgeous in our in colors. So if you've missed that, you really need to check that out because they are gorgeous. They're ombre. They're stunning. Okay, so we have that. I don't know whether I feel like I want some pink leaves. I mean, it's my card. I can I can have whatever color leaves I want. I mean, it doesn't necessarily mean that we have to go with nature. And so I'm going to do some nice little pink leaves. And we've got our die cut piece there. Look at that. Stunning. All right, so let's run that through. I think I want another one of those blue sprigs. So let's see if we've got room to do that. I've got my die cutting machine hanging off my table here. All right, that and of course that. Hopefully they're all on there. They are. We'll run that through. Sorry for the wobbly table. Okay. That and that. All right, let's move that out of the way. So we have another cute little sprig. And these are very fine pieces, so just be careful when you're pulling them out of your glimmer paper. All right. Aside. Pop my die back on there so I don't lose it. And that one back on there so I don't lose it. Grab the leaves out of here. Okay. So now, oh, look at those pink leaves. Hey, Crystal, how you going? All right, look at those. Gorgeous. Okay, pop those back onto there so I don't lose them. All right, and I'll pop them back into my stamp set so I don't lose them. Okay, that one and that one. All right, I just got to clean up a bit of room on my desk here. Now we're good. All right. That. Okay. So we now have some gorgeous pieces to decorate on the front here. So my thoughts were we pop some beautiful pieces. Sorry, I'm out of camera there. Beautiful pieces around here. Oh, how stunning is this? Okay, and then we've got some gorgeous leaves that can happen. There, we've got some pink ones. Okay, so it's just a case of decorating our front piece now before we actually put it all together. I feel like I need that pink little leaf can go maybe in there. Okay. How gorgeous is that looking? Looking gorgeous, says Glenda. I agree. So pretty. All right. Now, I'm actually going to pop, believe it or not, I'm going to pop a little bit of tape, sorry, a little bit of this strip. I'm actually going to pop across the bottom here. Now you're going to say, why are you doing that? You're going to be able to see it. But when I put all of my decorations on, my decorations are covering most of this bottom piece anyway. All right, so we're going to be decorating and covering most of that bottom piece. I want my shaker pieces to be able to sit up and be able to be seen. So you can't actually see that white piece that I've just put in there, but it's then going to create a shelf for my shaker pieces to sit on, so they're not getting all wasted down here and using way, way, way too much. Okay, a general question to all artists. I've got me some watercoloring paper. Do I need to make that moist a bit before I start adding paint? Watercoloring, it's personal preference, really, Anika. If you add a little bit of water, then the ink is going to move easier if the watercolor paper is already wet. Okay, so normally you lay a little tiny bit of water down, like lay a little tiny bit of water. So go over it with clear water first, and then you start going in with your color. Hopefully that helps. All right, so now what I'm actually going to do is to glue this on, I'm actually going to sit my shaker pieces in just here in the middle up the top here. So sometimes it's good to have a teaspoon or something that you can pop them in with. I'm just going to grab them with my fingers and I'm going to pop some shaker pieces in. Okay. And I'm also going to pop, I'm going to pop them all into a little pile. I'm also going to pop in those little white hearts. You may not see the little white hearts, but we're all going to know that they're in there, aren't we? So we're going to put the little white hearts in there as well. Okay. So I'm just going to shake the little white hearts in there as well. Okay, so we all know that they're in there. Okay, so believe me, we all know they're in there. All right, now I want it to sit up towards the top because, you know, we've got that fake little shelf that we have in here. So we need them to sit up towards the top in a pile, just like that. Okay. Now I'm going to adhere this layer over the top. So see how I've got them in the pile? I can see that they're sitting up there. So they're not in the way, but they're definitely going to be encapsulated into my shaker piece. Okay. I might even put a little bit more in there. I feel like I want a few more, because we want it to look fairly good with those shaker pieces, because they're all going to come down to that bottom level anyway. So I've got that all in there like that. Now the operative thing to do is to take all of our backings off everything, and then we're going to line that up over the top carefully and hopefully not move that bottom layer, that any of our shaker pieces go anywhere. Okay, so I'm just taking off all the backings off those foam strips. And the only thing with shaker domes is, shaker cards, is that we get one go at lining up this layer on top. Okay, so because I've got them all sitting there, I'm gonna, oops, I've got a little heart coming down there. So because I've got them all sitting there where I need them to be, I'm just going to eyeball exactly where I want that to go. And that's pretty good. And I'm just going to push it down. Okay. All right. And there we have our shaker pieces in there. Okay, so they're totally encapsulated into that, and they're going to sit down there. Okay, now I could have probably even glued a couple of little pieces up in through there, little sequins up in through there, but I'm totally okay with that. All right, so now it's just a case of, so that's how easy a shaker card is. Like, I think we overthink them a little bit, but I've found that popping everything down onto that bit and then adhering your piece over the top, because I know I tried to used to do it this way, and that used to do my head in, but being able to do it that way, straight away, you've got that gorgeous shaker dome. All right, so now it's just a case of decorating. So I want to pop those up. Now I'm actually going to glue them straight down because there is a fair bit of dimension in this card anyway. So I'm going to grab my blue pieces. I'm going to pop out those little bits out of there. I mean, those pieces could have went in with your shaker pieces as well. Add a bit of glimmer and shine. Who does shaker cards? Type into the comments. Tell me, have you tried shaker cards? I know people say, oh, it's too much work, but you can see here, honestly, all I had to do is put the window sheet on there, put the foam sheets around, put the shaker bits inside, and bingo, you've got your shaker card done. So it's not a huge amount of work. Okay. Now I'm going to add a little bit of Seal Plus on the back of that one, and that one's going to sit up through there. I'm going to add this one as well. Anika says she loves making shaker cards. Terry said yes, Terry likes to make shaker cards. Deborah said she has. They're so effective, aren't they? And I think when the person that you're giving it to gets it, it really entertains them, like with the shaker bits in them. You haven't done a shaker card? Deborah, do you think maybe you might give it a try? Because you can see here, it's not that hard. You just need some window sheets and some of those foam strips and something to put inside as your shaker pieces. Deborah says she loves them. Deborah from overseas, Deborah. Okay, all right. This one I'm going to pop down through here. So I'm going to add a little bit of Seal Plus on the back there. And it's going to cover up that piece, but we're still going to see the shaker pieces. You can see there. Okay, we're going to pop our flower down as far as we can so we can still see those cute shaker pieces. I am going to pop that flower up. I think it would look really nice with dimensionals. That, and that. Now I'm just popping my dimensionals in the middle of that flower so that I can then pop pieces in behind. Like that. Actually, I want to put it up a bit further. Can I? Yeah. I just wanted to pop it up a little bit further because I don't want to cover up that too much because I do want to pop a bow on. You know me and my bows. All right, so I've got this cute little pink flower. Actually, they could look really nice just popping out. Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm going to add a little bit of Seal Plus on that one and pop it in under there. Oh, look at that. Gorgeous. And this one, a bit of Seal Plus on it, and we might pop that one in up under there. Okay, and we've got the little blue leaves, which we can pop the blue leaf coming out through there. And another blue one. Maybe coming out under there. Keep it there. That looks quite cute. What do you think? All right. Now, I need to stamp a sentiment because it needs something. I'm thinking this Just a Little Reminder That You Are Loved, I think is absolutely a gorgeous sentiment. So I'm going to do that. Sue says I shall give it a bash. Sue, that just makes me laugh. I'm so glad you're going to give it a bash. All right, so we've got that. Okay, I'm going to grab a sentiment strip, which I should have one here somewhere. Do I have a nice narrow one? Any little narrow ones? Maybe not. I may have to cut it back. I think I will. I'll have to cut it back. But that's okay. We can do that. All right. So I think I'm going to stamp that in polished pink because I can. All right. Let's do that. Let's bring in our pierce mat. Now, once again, because this is a brand new stamp, I'm going to do the smoosh technique once again. So I'm just going to, with my scrap bit of paper, smoosh it. Okay, there we go. All right, so I'm going to stamp it right down the very bottom of this one because I want to have it a fairly thin sentiment because I don't want to overpower everything we've done. So I've done it right down the very bottom there, and then I'm going to bring in my paper trimmer. Now, I wanted to show you this because I know with our old paper trimmer, it was very, very hard to cut really thin strips. And I actually pointed this out to somebody at the craft show the other day, that our paper trimmer is super awesome, that we can actually pop it up in here, and it's got some pieces that you can bunt it up there and actually get it to sit really nice up there, that you can cut some really thin strips. So I'm going to do that and cut that sentiment strip. Now see that? So you can get some really good thin little pieces of cardstock by popping it into our paper trimmer and cutting those thin little slithers. That was one of the things that when we were actually saying to Stampin' Up how we wanted the paper trimmer to be, that was one of our things, was we want to be able to cut some nice thin slithers of paper cardstock with our trimmer, and we always had a gap there on our old trimmer. So the new trimmer is really, really good that we don't have that. Okay, and I'm going to cut that at an angle. So we have that. Okay. I don't actually want to cover up. I feel like I don't want to cover up too much. I feel like I could. Ooh, we could pop it just down in there. Maybe. No, I don't want to cover up the shaker bit pieces. I don't want to cover it up too much. All right. I feel like maybe just there. What do you think? Okay, I'm going to cut that straight there, and we're going to pop that in just there like that. Okay, so we're going to pop it up on some little mini dimensionals just on the ends. And then it's going to sit over that flower anyway, so. I want to pop it up there. There. And then I'm going to use some of our gorgeous polished pink ribbon. You'd put it at the top. Yeah, I know. I just wanted to keep it all down in this bottom corner, like all of the embellishments and things. Okay, so I'm going to, you know me, it has to have a ribbon. Of course it has to have a bow. We can't have a card without a bow. Okay, I'll probably cut that. I'll probably pull it a little bit littler. So once again, if you are absolutely falling in love with this set, you can actually get it in a starter kit and enjoy a 20% discount as well. So will I pop the bow there, or will I pop the bow there? Where will I pop the bow? Or will I pop the bow just, ooh, what about the bow up there? What do you think? Sue, we can't go without a bow. You can. Okay, you can, but not me. No, not me. It's not in my vocabulary. I can't do a card without a bow. I just think a bow finishes it. Up the top? Where do you think? Up the top, down the bottom, top? I think the top looks good. I mean, down here's nice, but it's a little bit maybe too much. Over here covers up some of that embellishment, but up the top, it looks quite cute. All right, we might go with the top. All right. Just going to put a little bit of Seal Plus there and pop our bow in there. Then, of course, we're going to adhere this down to our card. So I'm just going to use some Seal Plus, and I'm going to pop that onto my white card base. So once again, eyeballing it and just looking from above and getting that nice border all the way around, like so, and popping it down. Okay, I actually want to use some of these gorgeous sequins to be able to embellish here. So I'm actually going to use a little bit of glue, and I'm going to pop a couple of sequins here and maybe one down here. Okay, so I'm just going to pick out some of the gold with my, hopefully with my take a picture, although the putty end's just about done. I'm going to pop one up there and another one here and another one just down here. I actually think I would like, oh, I did that a little bit crooked, didn't I? There. We'll straighten that up a little bit. I think that looks pretty cute. Okay, so let's do an insert. We need to have an insert. Can't have a card without an insert. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to just on the insert stamp again with that gorgeous flower. So I'll bring in my scrap bit of paper again. And my grey. All right, so I'm just going to stamp that gorgeous flower down there. And, you know, I'm actually just going to leave it in the grey. I'm not actually even going to colour. I'm going to stamp a gorgeous corner like that. And then another one up in here. How pretty is that for the inside? Look at that. Okay, do we need to put anything inside? Oh, look here. Thank you with all my heart. We're going to do that. Where is it? There it is there. Let's do that on the inside. Okay. I told you it was going to take me a while this morning, but we're having fun, aren't we? Having fun playing here. You drop your box with the sequins everywhere. Well, you know what? Now that you're saying that, I'm going to put my lid on mine and put mine in the box so I don't end up with them everywhere in case I bump them off the desk. Good idea, Anika. I'm glad you reminded me to pop the lid on. I'm going to do that and pop them back in. They come in a handy dandy little box. So you get 4 different colors. I think they're fantastic. There is some other ones that we could have used as well. But, I mean, those ones are quite cute. Okay, let's stamp this sentiment that we need. I'm going to do that in polished pink. And, of course, because I haven't used this one before, I'm going to use my scrap bit of paper and smoosh to make sure we're going to get a good stamped image, which we are. So I'll do that in the middle. Thank you with all my heart. Hey, Rose, how you going? All right, pop that one inside. Now, I have a little bit of news now that Rose is on here. That's just reminded me. Guess what's going to be our Sweet Delicious for next month, people? Yep, you guessed it. Sweet Delicious for next month is going to be the fitting florets. So if you are interested in having some beautiful fun fold cards, Rose and I do a fun fold class every month. And it's called Sweet Delicious. So you will get the designer series paper, you will get the gold swirl gems, and you will also get a roll of the polished pink ribbon as well as get videos from Rose and myself of 3 fun folds each. So you can either pop this fitting florets into a starter kit today if you simply can't wait, or you can join us for $70 here in Australia. You can join us for our Sweet Delicious for next month. It is Sweet Delicious next month is going to be unbelievable. So if you've loved this today, I am telling you, you want to sign up for our Sweet Delicious. If you're not on my email list, you need to be on my email list. Any of the classes that we do, I email out with the registration link. I also post them on my social media posts, and sometimes I pop them into the Show More box down below as well on YouTube. So if you're interested in our Sweet Delicious Club next month, $70 gets you the designer series paper. So it will be this gorgeous paper. Okay, so the gorgeous paper, you will get a roll of the beautiful polished pink ribbon, and you will also get the gold swirl adhesive back swirls, I think they're called, the ones that go with it, whatever they're called. Hang on, let me see on here. They are called gold adhesive backed swirls. So you will actually get a packet of them. So that's them there. I don't know whether you can see, but they're absolutely gorgeous. So that's what you will get for your $70. And if you're in the US, you can order it through, yes, Crystal, for sure. Demonstrators can, anyone is welcome to do our Sweet Delicious Club. It is a class that we do, and you pay us the money and we order it and send the product directly straight to you. Can US Europeans join the Sweet Delicious? Oh, can us Europeans? Anika, I'm sorry, it's only available in the US and in Australia. I'm sorry, we are not allowed to sell outside of our country zones. So I am sorry about that. But yes, Crystal, demonstrators can join the Sweet Delicious Club. And what actually happens is it's $50 in the US and it's $70 here in Australia. You order through me, you register through myself if you want to do it here in Australia. And if you live in the US, you register through Rose at Stampers Delight. But it is going to be a super, super fun, awesome class next month. So if you're interested, we do actually have the stamps and the dies. We will have them as extra add-ons. So if you're interested in purchasing the stamps and the dies, you will need the stamps and the dies to be able to complete the fun folds that we're doing, because we will be using the bundles in our fun folds. But no, we don't do a PDF, Anika, or YouTube. We can actually work out, we can actually sell the video to a European. So Anika, if you're interested, please feel free to email me. I will ask Rose if it's okay. Yeah, I know I can sell you my video. I'll ask Rose whether she wants to sell her video as well. But it is, we will not sell videos to people that are in the US and people that are in Australia. Yes, we will sell videos to people that are globally, not in our buying country. But to be a part of it in the US or in Australia, you have to pay the class fee, the $70 class fee, because we are running a business and it's how we make our money. So yes, so Rose said that she definitely will sell the video, and so will I. Okay, Anika, so please feel free to message me. All right, so hopefully you have enjoyed that crafty session with me this morning. And I do apologize for not being on last week, but you know, being at craft shows and things, life gets a little bit hectic at times, but it's been absolutely awesome to be crafting with you. If you're watching the replay, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button, hit the like button, because YouTube and Stampin and YouTube and Facebook absolutely love it when you give us the thumbs up, and so do we. It makes us realize that you actually love what we do. So thank you everybody for hanging out and crafting with me today, and I will see you all again soon. Happy crafting, everybody, and until next